that little watermelon-headed kid, like, there were two of them, right? The sister and the brother. They sort of dressed like Jack and Jill when they were younger. But then there was a younger, weirder looking one. He had like a weird looking head, sort of half human, half watermelon. There was a time, not too long ago, that there were these watermelon people that were coming around. And when I mean watermelon, I mean they had melons for heads.
Like that, right there.
They had watermelon heads. They were like these creatures, and I was talking about it on my channel, and people are like, no, you're making up shit. You're full of shit. There is no such a thing. There is such a thing, and they have been seen in some other states too. They're humanoid. They are humanoid, but their skin's kind of pale. They're pasty, almost like whitish, greenish blue hue to them. There was the female one that would come here, like she had skin like alabaster. I mean, she was built real nice. She was sweet. I didn't touch her. I did not have anything to do with her. But you know, she had a watermelon for a head. What am I gonna do? Like, it would just be like, you know, be afraid the watermelon would. And I've seen that before. The watermelon can fall off. So anyway, I'm on the interweb and I'm looking, and I'm seeing that there's two of them, and it's probably not my kid. It's not my kid is what I'm saying, but there's two of them. They were robbing a store, and we have them. Here's a picture of them.
That kid is not mine. That's not my kid. I look nothing like him. We're not even the same size, really. It's close, but it's not.
Does that look like me? No. It's no relation to me. I'm just saying they do exist. Watermelon-headed people. They're cryptid, meaning that look, it's a humanoid. It's a humanoid, and it really does appear that they are watermelon, like they have watermelons for heads. Like no mouth though. Like they have eyes, but then there's no mouth. It's real freaky, and like noise comes out of the mouth. Like the mouth area, but there is no mouth. It's real. It's real, I'm telling you. It's as real as Bigfoot, and Bigfoot is out there. And I just want to tell you, maybe not tonight or tomorrow, but probably the next night, I am going to go out there. I'm president of the Bigfoot community. I'm going to go out there, and I am going to finish what I started with the female Sasquatch. I'm going out there, and I'm going to go out there, and you all can watch it happen live. I'll lay down, and you can watch. How's that? Maybe some watermelon-headed people, at any point when I'm doing a video, like I might be working with dogs or whatever, you might see behind me either a Bigfoot, or maybe even a watermelon-headed person. Humanoid. It's not a person. You should see the female that was coming here. Like, real hot. Sort of space age looking. Like, had a little skirt. Like a Catholic girl skirt. Like this white shit. Kind of, you know. But I mean, smoking hot. Smoking hot. Like, when I first met her, I didn't even think about it because she was real young. As Trump would say, she's, how's he put it? She's a little on the young side. But they evidently, they grow at a faster rate. So within a period of months, it's equal to a period of years. So I think later that summer I saw her, she looked like she was in her 20s. Real smoking hot. Didn't touch her.
Not my kid.
But the Sasquatch touched me, and the Sasquatch is gonna touch me again, and I will get the corona, and then I will donate my plasma. In the name of science, I'm here to help. Keep your eyes out for watermelon-headed people. They exist. Look at this again.
Not my kid.
That's not Photoshop. That's real. It's real. I told you. I told you. Listen, some of the shit that I talk about, I know it sounds outlandish, But a lot of it's very true. And it's not my job to explain what's true and what's not, is it? Just about everything I say is true. So understand that. Most everything I say is true. A lot of it, the majority of it, over 50% of what I say is true. Okay? Like I'd be doing a video or something that little freak would be down there in the corner. And then I'd see it when I was editing. Little watermelon-headed kid. Doesn't look like me though. Doesn't look like me at all. But there might be a Bigfoot hybrid out there that looks like me a little bit. That was I had no choice. I had no choice. There was no choice. But I'm going out there. I'm ready to do it. I'm gonna do it. Why am I gonna do it? I'm gonna do it for you and everybody else because I love you all so much. I had to look away when I was about to say that. Let me try it again. I love you all so much. Love you so very, very much. I do. I love you. There's some blue jays trying to get the baby robins here on the porch, and both mother, she's back, mother and father went after the blue jays. It was quite a scene. She's back. She's getting a worm right now. They're doing good. You know, it can happen. It can happen. I also worry about like a cat coming and getting them. They're doing great though. They really are. This is day 8. Day 8. They're poking their heads out. Remember, your dog is not a long distance runner. It's a sprinter. And that's how you should work them. This is my dog, Billy the Hedgehog. Billy the Hedgehog's a great athlete. Billy, Sherry Lucas gave me Billy years ago. I love this dog. He's great. He's great at Frisbee. He's your typical kind of skinny pit, small pit, that is just a great athlete. He reminds me of my dog, my friend's dog in Kansas City. There was a pit like this that would do the same thing, would do anything to catch the Frisbee. Absolutely. Billy will dive. He'll jump. I mean, he's always going to try and get it. It's sport to Billy. That's one thing that I start doing with him later in this video. Is it's sport for me too. And what I'll start doing, like after we do Frisbee with Brew, that's Brewster sitting down. Then I start throwing the Frisbee, seeing how close. I'm probably doing it right here. How close I can get to the camera. Yep. Bam. And that's one of the things that I'll do. Is like I'll just throw the Frisbee, and Billy's into it because Billy knows that he shouldn't touch the tripod. So he's like, it's amazing to watch him. He generally won't hit the tripod, but if he does, it's no big deal. This is Brewster. Brewster is not intact. Billy is, and that's why I don't work Brewster as long as I'm going to work Billy. Billy is an intact male. Brewster is not. Brewster was probably fixed when he was 8 weeks old. Something like that. That doesn't make your dog healthier. It makes him less healthy. So I'm more incidences of joint disease, cancer. The studies are very clear. So I work Brew, and also it's just now spring. He's probably a little bit on the chunky side. He should take off a pound or two. Brewster should. So they're both great dogs. I love them both. And they're both two of the dogs here that can catch Frisbee. Tonka can catch a Frisbee. He looks like a doofus doing it, though. And he's not nearly as good as Brew and Billy. There is a dog here that's a client that's stuck because of the pandemic, and I'm teaching him to do the Frisbee. He's here. I want him doing the Frisbee when he goes back. I don't want him just to be like. I mean, he did the board and train already. So, I mean, we might as well get some stuff done while he's here. It's no big deal. Dog is like no problem. I love him. Marty's a Maltese. I think I can get him to do the Frisbee. Now, if you notice, like Billy got off his mark. So see, he's being bad. No, I was switching up. Anyway, the point of it is, it's like, if you have two dogs doing this, one dog has to sit and wait. They have to honor.
You can't have two dogs going after a Frisbee. You're going to end up with a fight. So see how Brewster's back there sitting? Now it's his turn. So I'll do the same thing as soon as I can get Marty to catch a Frisbee. We'll bring Marty, the client. We'll get him involved in this too. Man, I'll tell you what, I was thinking about it in the yard. Marty's been here so long. I bond to all the dogs. It's true. But Marty's going to be here longer than just about anybody. So, of course, I'm bonded to the dog. I'm going to miss him when he goes back to Canada. So he's here, so let's get him to do the Frisbee. Look at Billy. Look at Billy the Hedgehog. Dog is really into catching the Frisbee. Great athlete. He's right by the tripod. He landed right by it. That's the deal. It's like it's sport. Like, see how close can I get the Frisbee to the camera and get Billy to be able to catch it. That's the game that we play. Now, it is early spring, and just know that, like, I wouldn't be doing this if it was the middle of the summer and say it was July and like 80 degrees. Say it's July, 80 degrees, the sun was beating down. There's no way. I might do it at night when the sun, like right now, the sun is going down, so it's going to be easier on the dog. It's so important to keep this in check, that your dog, don't overwork your dog, man. They are sprinters. They are not long distance runners. I don't think anybody should be running with their dog. You can cause some real problems with your dog doing that. Don't do that. That's not how they function. We can smoke a dog in a marathon. It's the truth. That's how we first did it. We were persistent hunters. We would, force animals out into the sun. They don't function good.
This is a real hot out, but it's probably, I don't know, 65 or something. I only worked the dogs for about, Billy was longer. Billy is a intact male. And Brewster I probably worked 3-4 minutes. Billy I worked double that, something like that. I'm not overworking the dog. I'm putting him up wanting to do more. And when you start working your dog, or if you're working your dog in the summer, just remember that they have to breathe through their mouth. That's how they cool down. They don't sweat like us. They don't function like us. So if it's... Also, notice this. The sun's going down. I'm not doing it when the sun, it's 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, beating down on the dogs. You want them to have fun. You don't want them to be miserable.